Hey, welcome back to How to Barbecue Right. I'm Malcolm Reed. It's that time of year when you start seeing all those turkeys in the grocery store, so I thought I would take advantage of that this week. I bought a boneless turkey breast roast. We're gonna get some Cajun flavors on it, get it in some smoke, also gonna make some spicy candy bacon, and we're gonna build a Cajun Turkey Club sandwich. It's gonna be outstanding. Let's get to cooking. So the turkey I'm using today is a boneless turkey breast roast. I found it at my local grocery store. It comes frozen. The only thing you have to do to it is put it in the refrigerator and let it thaw a couple days. Bust it out of the package. There's gonna be a lot of juice, a lot of moisture. You wanna get it over the sink to do this, and then dry it off with a little paper towel. Now you can see it's jet netted up. That's gonna hold this turkey breast together. And what they've done, they've just taken two smaller turkey breasts, put them together, and jet netted it all in one piece. So it makes this nice little roast, and it's gonna be perfect for slicing once we get it smoked. So the first thing we're gonna do to this turkey breast is get some flavor on the inside. You could use a store-bought injection, but I found it easy just to make up one your own. I wanted to go with some Cajun flavors, so I melted a stick of butter, added some chicken broth to it, put in some hot sauce and a little bit of my King Creole Cajun seasoning, mixed it all together, and that's what I'm gonna shoot inside it. I've just got one of these cheap injectors. We're gonna draw some of that injection up, and then we're just gonna start spreading it out inside this turkey. I'm gonna go a little, move your spot. And since this jet net's on it, it makes it really easy to see where you're gonna stick it, and you just kind of space it out. You wanna get about a cup of injection in it. We're getting all those flavors down inside this turkey breast. Some of it may run out, that's okay, but it's taking it really well. Now I'm just gonna move the turkey breast over to another platter, and we're just gonna kind of lightly dry the outside a little bit, just pat it in the paper towel, because we want the outside fairly dry. We're gonna put some oil, some fat, some cooking spray on the outside to make our seasoning stick, and that's gonna help it get some really good color when we get it on the smoke. And I'm just hitting the outside with the little cooking spray. We'll flip it over to the bottom side as well. Now it's time for some Cajun flavor. I'm using my King Creole seasoning. You could use whatever kind of Cajun rub or seasoning that you like. You want a good dose of it. That looks good for the bottom side. Now let's flip it over. We're gonna hit this top side. Make sure you get the edges. It's gonna give it some spice. It's gonna give it some savoriness. You know it's gonna be good. Now I'm just gonna let the turkey breast hang out on the cutting board, come up to room temperature, and I'm gonna fire up the grill. Now for this cook, I'm fired up my Memphis wood fire grill. I've got some hickory, maple, and cherry pellets going in the hopper to give us some good smoke. We're gonna set the temp at 325, and as soon as the grill comes up to temperature, we're gonna be ready to cook that turkey breast. And as always, you can cook on any kind of pit for this recipe. Just keep those temps steady at 325 and put some smoke to it. The grill's up to temp, that means it's time to cook. So let's get this turkey breast on the pit. I'm just gonna carefully transfer it over here to one side of the cooking grate. We don't really have anything we have to do to it now. Just get the lid closed, let this grill work its magic, and we'll start worrying about those internal temperatures here in about 30 minutes or so. All right, the turkey breast has been on for about 30 minutes. That's when I want to start watching the internal temperature. So I've just got my ThermalWorks dot with a probe. We're gonna go right in, thick part of that breast. We're sitting at about 108, it's right where I expected it to be. We're gonna watch that internal temperature. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make that spicy candy bacon. So while our turkey's smoking, we're gonna go ahead and work on the bacon. Now I took a cup of brown sugar, mixed it with a tablespoon of the Cajun King Creole. That's what we're gonna coat the outside of these thick cut bacon pieces with. We're just gonna do it by hand. I'm not measuring anything. I just want to get brown sugar all over this bacon. You can do as many pieces of this as you like. It's great just as a snack, to put on sandwiches, heck, to give as Christmas presents. It don't matter. Candy bacon is fantastic. So we're gonna take it and just kind of pat that sugar down on the slices. You just wanna cover all of it. And it's gonna start pulling moisture out of the bacon. It's gonna kind of get wet a little bit. It's gonna get sticky, and that's what we wanna see. We're gonna flip them over and do the exact same thing to the backside of these pieces of bacon as well. Now I'm gonna get a couple of these little small chicken racks sprayed with some cooking spray so the bacon doesn't stick to them. Then we're gonna start putting these bacon pieces on these racks. Using these racks makes it really easy to transport that bacon. We're ready to put this bacon on the pit right beside the turkey. I mean, you know that is gonna be fantastic. All right, our turkey breast is coming right along. It's got about 15 more degrees. We're gonna go ahead and get our spicy candy bacon going. Bacon's been rolling about 7 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure it's loosened up from the rack. It's looking good, it's cooking. You can see it's sizzling. Sugar's caramelizing on it. It's still got a little ways to go. All right, you can see our dot has just hit 165. That means our turkey breast is done. We're gonna go ahead and get it off. The bacon's finishing it up. It's been on about 14 minutes. It just needs a little while longer. And look how good that turkey breast is looking. It's got all that Cajun seasoning cooked down on it. It's got a beautiful color. It just needs to calm down now. Let's get it over to the cutting board. I'm just gonna put a little bit of aluminum foil loosely over this. Not trying to wrap it up tight. Leave it to where a little of the steam can get out because we don't want it to cook anymore. And I'm just gonna let it sit here vented on the board so it'll cool all the way down. We're making sandwiches out of this. When I slice it, I don't want to lose the juice. You can even wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and build these the next day. All right, now our bacon pretty much there. It's got a pretty brown color. The brown sugar's kind of melted on it. You can see it all sizzling away. Kind of got a candy look to it. That's what you want to see. It's been about a total of 18 minutes. The bacon's been on. Let's get this bacon off. So I've had the turkey breast resting for about 30 minutes. That's plenty of time for it to calm down. Let's get it out of the net. No easy way to do it. You just want to take the net and cut it with a knife. So we don't want any of that string in our meat. We're just going to trash that net. That just helped it stay together during the cooking process. And I'm just going to take my knife and we're going to cut it to whatever size slices you like. We'll kind of go kind of thin because we are making a sandwich with it. If you were going to serve this, you know, to eat, you can cut it as thick as you want. I mean, it looks beautiful. You can see the seasonings in it. It's cooked through and through, still juicy. We let it completely cool down before we sliced it, and it would have been fine the next day to slice it. It would have been even better. This makes really good sandwiches. And I'm fixing to have to get me a bite of this turkey because it looks too good. Let's try some of that with that Cajun seasoning on it. That's delicious. Wow, it's got some spice, it's got the savoriness, but you can really taste the Cajun seasonings, the flavor of the herbs, the peppers, all that stuff that's in the king crawl comes through, and the butter kept it nice and juicy on the inside. Now, let's make some sandwiches. So for this sandwich, we're doing a Cajun Turkey Club. Club sandwich is a triple-decker sandwich, meat, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo to tie it all together. I made a Cajun mayo using my sweet fire pickles that we chopped up real fine. Mixed it with some mayonnaise, some Dijon mustard, some hot sauce, a little horseradish for some kick, a little bit of seasonings, the king crawl, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Stirred it all up and it made a really great mayonnaise. We're gonna put some on all the toast on the bottom sides. You can see the sweet fire in it. So first we need our turkey. Let's go a couple slices of turkey on here. Then we're gonna come with some lettuce, traditional club sandwich, couple slices of tomato, and we gotta have some of that spicy candy bacon on it. Now we're ready for that second layer. Gotta add a little bit more of that Cajun mayo to start the next layer. And this is gonna be a man-sized club sandwich. You know I don't do anything small. A little more turkey. Top it again with some lettuce, couple more tomato slices, 2 more strips of that candy bacon. We're ready for our last piece of toast that we're gonna put a little bit more of that mayo on to glue it all together. There we go. That's one club sandwich. You know I gotta build another one. One's not gonna be enough. Now y'all know I'm fixing to try one of these sandwiches. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and stick me a skewer in each side. Behemoth like this, you need some help to hold it together. Got a couple dill pickles on there just for extra vegetables. And we're gonna slice right down the middle here. Serrated knife all the way down. How does that sandwich right there look? If you don't think that's a good club sandwich, something's wrong with you. I've got to get a bite. I don't know how we're gonna pick this beast up. Y'all know I can do this, right? That's a monster sandwich. I mean, look at the turkey, the mayo, the bacon, the lettuce. That's just an awesome club sandwich. That is the real deal right there. You gotta unhinge your jaw to bite this one. Got a snake bite on it. I love it. Hey, this turkey sandwich here is a stone cold stunner. You got that smoked turkey, the spiciness from the Cajun seasoning, the butteriness from the injection, playing with the sweetness from the candied bacon. That Cajun mayo just ties it all together. It gives it another creamy element, lettuce and tomatoes to make those doctors happy. And the great thing about this recipe is you can substitute your smoked turkey from Thanksgiving here in a few weeks. You don't have to do just the breast. Dark meat, white meat, whatever you like, it would be fantastic on the club sandwich. Hey, thanks for checking us out here at How to Barbecue Right. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And Shell and I do a weekly podcast where we talk more in depth about these recipes. We'll be talking about the Turkey Club this week, so y'all come hang out with us. We'll see y'all next time. I gotta get back on this sandwich, Shell. We gotta wrap this up. That might be the best turkey sandwich I've ever ate.